Hi, everyone, it's me. Going underground seems like a terrible idea for any animal. After all, what can you eat down there? And if you can't see, how can you find that food? But it turns out there are plenty of animals that have made the leap from the surface to the deep, dark world below, and they've evolved some strange traits to help them survive. Welcome to the series where we explore the weird and wonderful animals that have found a way to thrive in the depths of the earth. As we peer into these mysterious caves, we'll get just a glimpse at the amazing animals that have evolved to thrive in darkness. Some of them don't even need eyes to get around. So join us as we take a look at some of the strangest creatures that call the subterranean world their home. We begin our journey with one of the most famous cave-dwelling animals in the world, the blind cavefish. This fish is found in the subterranean waters of Mexico, specifically in the Yucatan Peninsula, where it lives in complete darkness. In fact, this fish lives so far underground that it has no idea that daylight even exists. Because of this, they've evolved to have no eyes. Instead, they have sacs full of light-sensitive cells that tell them when light does penetrate the water, but they can't form images with them. They can only tell whether or not light is present and adjust accordingly. But while they may be blind, they are far from defenseless. In fact, they have other senses that are much more acute than their eyesight. For example, their sense of touch is highly developed, which allows them to navigate their surroundings with ease. They also have very sensitive lateral lines, which are used to detect vibrations in the water, allowing them to sense the approach of predators or prey. Their hearing is also keener than most surface fish, which allows them to communicate with each other over long distances. But life as a blind cavefish isn't all fun and games. There are many challenges that come with living in a dark, dank environment, but they've evolved to overcome these obstacles. One of the biggest challenges is finding food. After all, there's not exactly a grocery store around every corner in a cave. But blind cavefish have managed to find a way. They mostly eat small invertebrates that float past them in the water. But they can also sniff out dead fish and scavenge their remains. To help them in this endeavor, they have nostrils on the top of their heads, which allow them to smell things much better than other fish. Overall, it's clear that the blind cavefish is a true survivor. By evolving senses that allow them to thrive in the dark, they've managed to carve out a niche for themselves in the subterranean world. So next time you hear someone say that it's impossible to succeed without good eyesight, just break your story about the blind cavefish. Who knows, maybe they'll even evolve to see your point of view. Now let us take a look at another creature that has gone above and beyond to adapt to life underground, the Mexican cave beetle. This creepy crawly is found in the same region as the blind cavefish, and like its fishy friend, it's also completely blind. But unlike the blind cavefish, the Mexican cave beetle doesn't need sight to hunt. In fact, it's a scavenger like the blind cavefish, feeding on dead animals and other organic matter that falls into the cave. And thanks to its keen sense of smell, it's able to sniff out a meal from far away. But wait, there's more. This beetle has also lost its wings and legs, making it flightless and flightless. You might think that this would make it a sitting duck, but don't underestimate this little beetle. It's able to defend itself using chemicals known as pheromones, which it releases when it feels threatened. These chemicals confuse predators, allowing the beetle to escape. The Mexican cave beetle is truly a remarkable creature that has found a way to thrive in spite of its many limitations. If beetles could talk, I'm sure this one would have plenty of stories to tell. Our next stop takes us to the breathtakingly beautiful Jada Cave in Lebanon. Here, we'll meet a strange insect known as the white cave cricket. As its name suggests, this cricket is white in color, which is unusual for crickets who are usually green or brown. But that's not the only thing that sets this cricket apart from its brethren. The white cave cricket can't jump very well, which makes it an easy target for predators. However, it has developed a unique defense mechanism to compensate. When it's attacked, it releases a foul-smelling liquid from its abdomen, which deters predators and gives the cricket time to escape. But perhaps the most surprising thing about the white cave cricket is that it doesn't chirp. Most crickets produce a chirping sound by rubbing their legs together, but this cricket is silent. Instead, it clicks its mandibles together to communicate. The white cave cricket is a fascinating creature that shows how animals can adapt in unexpected ways to survive in challenging environments. Its unusual appearance and behavior make it a must-see for anyone exploring the subterranean world. Next up, we're heading to the depths of the earth to meet the enigmatic elm, also known as the human fish or the little devil. The OMH is a strange amphibious creature that lives in the dark, cold waters of underground rivers in Europe. This little critter is a type of salamander and it's perfectly adapted to its environment. It has no eyes, but it does have very sensitive skin that allows it to feel vibrations in the water. This helps it to navigate its surroundings and find food. And when it comes to food, the OLM isn't picky. It feeds on anything it can find, including worms, crustaceans, and even fish eggs. But don't be fooled by its small size and cute appearance. The OLM is a fierce predator and it uses its long, slender body to capture its prey. Its teeth are sharp and pointed, perfect for catching and holding on to slippery critters, and its tail is flattened from side to side, which helps it to maneuver in narrow spaces. The OLM is a truly remarkable creature that thrives in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. Its ability to survive in the dark, dank waters of underground rivers is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. And while we're on the topic of cave-dwelling amphibians, let's take a look at the aptly named Tanzanian cave frog. This tiny frog is found in the caves of eastern Africa and is one of the smallest frogs in the world. It's only about an inch long and weighs less than a gram. But don't let its size fool you. This little frog is a master of disguise. It can change color to blend in with its surroundings, making it almost invisible to predators. And it's also able to absorb water through its skin, which means it doesn't need to drink water in order to stay hydrated. This is a handy adaptation for life in a cave where water is scarce. But perhaps the most surprising thing about the Tanzanian cave frog is that it can live without air. Yes, this little frog can breathe underwater using its skin. It doesn't need to come to the surface to gulp down air like other frogs do, and it doesn't have lungs either. Instead, it has special sacs under its skin that allow it to absorb oxygen directly from the water. This is a rare ability among frogs, and it makes the Tanzanian cave frog truly unique. Finally, we end our journey with one of the strangest creatures in the entire cave-dwelling animal kingdom, the speleophile mat. This little guy is a type of arachnid that looks like a cross between a spider and a millipede. It is only found in a few caves in the southern United States, and it is one of the most bizarre animals you've ever seen. Speleophiles spend their days hiding in cracks and crevices, and they come out at night to hunt. They feed on other cave-dwelling animals, including insects, worms, and even small fish, and they use their powerful jaws to capture and devour their prey. But don't worry, spelunophiles aren't dangerous to humans. In fact, they're so rare that you probably won't ever see one in the wild. These creepy crawlies are truly fascinating creatures that show just how adaptable and resilient life can be. From the blind cavefish to the spelunkophile, these animals prove that it's possible to thrive in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. And who knows, maybe one day we'll discover even stranger and more amazing creatures lurking in the depths of the Earth. What did you think about these subterranean superstars? Which was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you want to learn more about the hidden world beneath our feet, stay tuned for more videos about life underground. Thanks for joining us on this journey to the center of the Earth. I'm here. See you next time.